Water for breakfast. Michael McLean, noblebook.com, badassletter.com. The toughest advice for the toughest business men. Men like you. So I get this question a lot. True story. What do I drink and what do I eat? And I must caution you, first of all, that I only play a doctor in these daily walking video adventures around the lake. On my 15,000 steps, Clifford and I walk down to the point and back every day, 71 minutes, about 15,000 steps, a few more. Takes us about 70 to 75 minutes, but I only play a doctor. So take any and all advice when it comes to nutrition, business, marketing, whatever it is, with a grain of salt. So I share what I do. I share what works for me. I share what doesn't work for me, which is a lot. And the only thing I do here every day is give you the option for thinking and acting differently. That's it, that's all. Nothing loftier than that. I want to help you crack open your mind. I want to help you think differently and as a result, possibly act differently. That's my goal here with the information I share that's working and not working. All of it. Horsepower, not horse shit. So, one of the questions I get faxed to me and mailed to me and emailed to Leanne is, what do I drink and what do I eat each day? So as a guy who believes in routine 85% of the time, you do the right thing 85% of the time. Your habits, your daily rituals, you do the right things, you control your environment 85 to 90% of the time. You're going to be doing the right thing, and that's where moderation comes in handy. And then if you're out in the real world with the civilians and the earthlings, well, you're going to run into tough decisions where you need to use your willpower. And that's what willpower is for. It's for that 10 or 15% when you're outside your environment, where you're going to run into choices and tough what to eat, what to drink. But if you can control your environment, your home and your office, 85% of the time, you're going to be fine. You're going to have moderation in your life when it comes to what you're putting in your mouth, what you're drinking, what you're eating, what you're reading, what you're consuming, what you're being brainwashed with, and you're going to be absolutely fine. Control your environment. So I have been drinking water for breakfast for years and years, but I used to have fruit with it and all kinds of other things. And it was only when I went to only water for breakfast that my mornings became so powerful. I call them my magic time. It's when I do my deep work from 5:55 a.m. when my feet hit the floor, when I say my morning prayer, thank my Creator for all the incredible blessings in my life, splash some water on my face, brush my teeth, and I'm out here walking with you. I drink nothing but water for breakfast, but I've called this my magic time for the last handful of years because ever since I started drinking nothing but water as far into the morning as I can, my energy and productivity has exploded. And I'll give you an example. As soon as I get dressed and brush my teeth and say my prayer and write in my journal, I've been back writing in my journal first thing in the morning. I write down the 1 or 2 goals that I'm working on. I write 3 or 4 things that I'm grateful for, and I'm gone. It takes me 2 to 3 minutes. So when I get down in the kitchen, all success today starts the night before, right? That's a pro tip. That's a badass millionaire pro tip. all success today started the night before, including what time did you go to bed? So I go to bed at 10 p.m., so I get up at 5:59. That's 8 glorious hours of sleep. Sleep is your secret weapon. Sleep is the #1 miracle drug on earth. I would say water is number 2. So when I go downstairs, I've had my clothes laid out. I'm all ready to go. My shoes are at the door. I got this, the phone charged, and downstairs in the kitchen, I have a lemon on the island with a big plastic glass. And as soon as I walk down, I make it almost dead simple. I make it dead simple for myself, and I slice up the lemon and I put it in one of those plastic squeezers, whatever you call it, and I put the lemon into the cup, and then it's water out of the tap. I don't do anything special. We have an 84-foot well here at the lake, so I love the water out of the well. And I chug that entire glass. And then I fill up a second glass and I chug that. So I have 2 glasses of water before I start walking. And I usually go put on my shoes. I put on the 25-pound rucking vest that I wear every morning. I power up this broken iPhone 7. And then by that time, I usually go to the bathroom again. And Clifford and I are gone. We're gone. We're gone for the next 70, 75 minutes. And we're walking and we're talking and we're thinking and we're doing a brain dump and we're listening to my intuition and my golden gut, and it's solitude time with my creator. But I continue when I get back. So I've had 2 glasses of water. When I get back, first thing I do, and I have this set out, this is another pro tip, is always leave nothing to chance, leave nothing to willpower. Before I left to go for my walk, I fill up the cup a 3rd time. I literally fill it up a 3rd time, and I leave it on my desk where I'm going to be writing or reading. So I can't miss it, right? So I come back, I've done my walk, I've had 2 glasses of water. As soon as I come back, I have a 3rd glass of water waiting for me. So I'm usually, I've been walking for 70 minutes. I drink that whole thing down. So I got 3 glasses of water in my body as soon as I'm done my road work. So pretty cool stuff. After that then, I start to either read sometimes or I write, depends on what I'm doing that day. Most days I head into town to the Mastermind House, which includes a stop at the place to grab a coffee. But I'll have another glass of water, so I'm at 3 or 4 glasses of water. And if I'm writing, if I'm copywriting, I just keep drinking water. And then finally, mid-morning, I'll have my cup of coffee. I always have my coffee when I'm reading. I just love it. I sit down, I'm in my chair on the boat or at the end of the dock or by the pool, and or anywhere that I'm outside if possible. And I just, enjoy that hour of taking notes, highlighter, pens, recipe cards, and writing. And other than that, that's the only thing I have. I'll drink that cup of coffee. It's a large coffee. That's the only coffee. I don't have a coffee machine in the lake house anymore, because if it's there, I'd make it, and I don't need more than a big cup of coffee each day. I love coffee, and if it's there, I drink it. So I control my environment. And then after I have my coffee, I literally, I have more water. And then at 11 a.m. and no sooner, so 11 a.m. no sooner, I will have I'll eat a couple of eggs, boiled eggs. I do them all for the week. My wife Krista does 2 eggs per day. So what is that? 14 eggs. They're in the Mastermind House fridge. I like 2 eggs around 11 a.m. And then I drink that protein shake that my wife Krista's made for me for a number of years. And then I'm good to lunch. So basically, I've drank water, enjoyed a coffee when I'm reading, more water, couple of eggs, and then I have my protein shake. So I'm not putting food in my body until 11 a.m. And the reason that works for me, and that's the key, so this may or may not work for you, is that I close the kitchen the night before at 7 p.m. So we always eat dinner as a family around 6 p.m. at the table, no phones, no technology. We usually eat outside. We love to be outside. So Krista is an amazing cook. So last night, as an example, we eat outside. We sit out there, we're looking at the lake. We're talking, I'm telling stories. I'm going to town with the stories from the day. We're talking business, we're talking school, we're talking whatever, just having fun as a family. And so we're all wrapped up at 6:30, and then that's it. The kitchen's closed. And I used to snack at night. I used to eat pretzels, and I tried nuts and almonds and all this other stuff. And it was just a habit because I had that in my environment. So when Krista stopped buying that stuff, she doesn't bring it in the house anymore. I don't have it. Like, it's my hands. It's my hands that need to be busy. I'm not hungry. I just had dinner. So as I mentioned in the past, if I'm really having cravings at night, if we sit down to talk or sit down to watch a show on Netflix, well, if it's tough, I'll have a cup of decaffeinated green tea. The last thing I need is caffeine at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. But other than that, at 7 o'clock, the kitchen's closed. No more snacking, no more eating. Don't buy that stuff. Don't bring it into your house. And if you don't, you won't eat it. It's really that simple. My willpower did not work against that stuff. I could not stop myself from eating chips and pretzels and almonds and peanuts and toast and peanut. I just couldn't do it. So we don't bring that into our environment anymore. So from 7 p.m. the night before, it's just water, water, water. I stopped drinking water at 8 o'clock. And that's really improved my sleep because I'm not getting up to go to the bathroom 3 times a night. It's water, water till 8 p.m. and then that's it. And literally, you know, from the time I go to bed at 10 p.m. Until 6 a.m. the next morning when I start drinking water, it's just a real nice mini fast for my body. And there's nothing better to put in your body than water. So I used to struggle with peaks and valleys in the morning. After my coffee, I'd have a lull, have a valley, my energy be down, my focus wasn't that great. And as soon as I just changed to water for breakfast and water the night before and no snacking, it changed everything. Like I said, this is my magic time. From 6 till 11 a.m. is my magic time. And if you can, I call it half-day discipline. If you can be focused and mentally sharp and clear the fog, what does drinking water do? As soon as you get up, it clears the fog. I used to use the excuse, well, I'm not a morning person. Well, that's just horseshit, because that's just a matter of, you know, you're selling yourself an excuse. On the other hand, I'm like, drink a couple of glasses of water and I'm good to go. So anyway, water for breakfast, couple of eggs, protein shake, but no food until 11 a.m. for me. Sometimes I push it to 11:30, and I get 80% of my work done in those first 3 to 5 hours of magic time. That's the time for my deep work. And when I'm writing a newsletter, or if I'm preparing a mastermind run like that, I'm telling you right now, no food. I am water, 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 caffeine, water, 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 because I want to be focused. And I've tested this. My friend who has his kids in these high-end chess tournaments, he goes, test it. He said, test yourself on a morning webinar or a Zoom call where you're teaching, or any part of your life that you require deep work, that you need to be sharp, sharp, sharp. He said, test just water. And he said, or test introducing food. And he goes, tell me the difference. So I did this when I was running my world building program back in Naples. Our calls were at our calls were at 10 a.m. So instead of, having a couple of eggs or having that protein shake, I tested just having water, and then having a coffee an hour before. So I'd have my coffee from 9 to 9:45, whatever it was, somewhere in there. The difference in my focus and energy was insane. I had so much clearer focus. There was no fog, there was no peaks, there was no valleys. So I'm a huge fan of less when it comes to food, when it comes to your peak performance. And then when I get off those calls at 12 noon, I would have my protein shake and I'd have my lunch and I'd be fine for the rest of the day. But man, that magic time in the morning, that deep work, that is so great when you're just water. And if you do need some food, try that couple of eggs. I mean, Marc-Andre gave me that idea. As an athlete, he's just like eggs. He loves them. Great protein, natural protein, no peaks, no valleys, no sugar, and really help with hunger. So that's it. That's what I eat in these first 3 to 5 hours, which, half day discipline. These are the most important hours of your day, your first 1 to 2 to 3 hours. And if you're getting more than 3 hours productivity, man, you are a beast. You are a badass beast. So that is it for today. Remember to do what I do. Make sure that you hug your wife and your children every single day. What happens in your house is more important than what happens in any other house. We're in control of our thinking. We're in control of our destiny. We're in control of our behavior. And in 2022, there's never been a better time to be alive. We are blessed with levels of abundancy and wealth and opportunity that we've never seen in our history before. So make sure your thinking is the correct thinking, protect your thinking, stay out of those swamps of social media and mainstream news and all of that garbage that comes with it. And just remember, like, we are awash in opportunity and abundance, especially in North America, and to make sure that you're working so hard these days to take advantage of it and pay those other 99% spreading the gospel of negativity no mind. Winners aren't losers, and losers aren't winners. So just one thing before I run here. Remember, men, to punch above your weight. Always punch above your weight. I was thinking about this morning. I'm taking applications for a brand new 5-star champions mastermind that I'm going to be starting in September for 12 months, a whole year. If you're interested, there's a link below, badasschampion.com. The link is below. And just make sure, okay, this is a 12-month, it's in person twice a year, two-day closed-door meetings. I'm going to have them in Florida every 6 months. And every week I'm doing a live webinar Zoom training. So it's hard coaching for you for 12 months. You get to level up your social circle because you're going to be in there with 15 elite top 1% badass husbands, fathers, entrepreneurs. It's expensive. It's for the best of the best. And you can apply by emailing my executive assistant, Leanne Brennan. Leanne's email is leanne@badassmillionaire.com. That's leanne@badassmillionaire.com. Or just go to badasschampion.com. I think it's champion. Just check. The link is below and apply. And, it's so important. I've been in masterminds, 30,000, 40,000. I'm going to be in one this upcoming year, 150K. And a total investment. I'll get that money back in the first 30 days, certainly after the first meeting. And it's all about punching above your weight. How the hell do we think we can get any better in any area of our life if we don't hang around people that have already achieved what we want to achieve? How can we punch above our weight if we're hanging around with people that have never achieved anything that we want to achieve? You just simply can't. I'm not interested in being a pioneer in any area of my life or business. I'm interested in learning from men and women that have done it before, are doing it still. None of this, you know, in my my distant memory. I want mentors that have done it and are continuing to do it and are doing what I want to do, and being around those people so I can punch against my weight and get better. It's all about leveling up every area of your life. And that's what a mastermind concept is about. Earl Nightingale, the godfather of success and achievement, said there is nothing more powerful than the power of the mastermind. That concept started years ago with Henry Ford and Andrew Carnegie and Rockefeller and all these guys. They would actually get together and just great ideas. They weren't really direct competitors, and just punch above their weight, punch above their weight, punch above their weight. We all have strengths and weaknesses to share. So that's it, BadassChampion.com. 2 words that change my life, 2 words that can change your life. Be relentless.